What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. Hope all you're having a great day so far today. Hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It's been a beautiful weekend. Relaxing, peaceful. Um, Getting into this episode of GH. Listen, it was good to see Jagger. It was good to have him back. I know he wants to go by John now, but whatever. I'm still call his ass Jagger. It was good to see him. I'm glad that he got the visit and whatnot. He's back in Port Charles for the moment. Good to see him. It's time for him to go. I was watching this episode. I'm like, yeah, it's time for his ass to go. He can go now. Bye-bye. Don't let the door hit you with a good Lord split you. Goodbye. Because who the hell he think he is going to sit here and arrest Jordan and Anna? Oh, you're interfering with a federal investigation. Kiss my ass. Listen, first of all, that is the deputy mayor. Okay? And a former police commissioner. Yeah, I know it's still former, but still. It's like, how you going to sit here and lock them up, but then sit here and tell them, oh, did you get any useful information? I'm glad Anna stood her ground, was like, listen, we ain't telling you shit until you tell us something. Like, we going to exchange information. And for him to sit there and arrest them, I said, that was such a little pussy move. Jagger, goodbye. I hope Sonny gets your ass. Because he's sitting there talking about, oh, Sonny should have been in prison a long time ago. Okay. And a lot of law enforcement people feel that way. If you felt like he should have been in prison a long time ago, then bitch, build a case. Build a case. Obviously, he's not in prison because he's clearly smarter than a fifth grader, so he knows how to stay out of the penitentiary. He pays a damn good attorney to keep him out. So, I mean, if all law enforcement, officers feel like, oh, we need to take Sonny down, then do it. Why haven't you done it? This man been on top for 30 plus years. Why haven't you taken his ass down yet? I mean, every dog has his day, and I'm pretty sure Sonny's day is going to come one day where he can't wiggle out of it. But, many of men have tried to take him down, and many have failed. Some put up a good game, but they still failed. So, Jagger, if you think that you're up to task, knock yourself out. But other than that, hop your ass on a plane and go back out of town wherever you came from. Okay, because you playing a dangerous game, locking my end of the vein up. And Jordan, what the hell wrong with you? And since he wanted to talk about, oh, get a good lawyer. Ezekiel, where are you? Bring Zeke back. Bring him back. Let him represent them. I know he ain't do that good of a job with Drew. Well, I can't even blame Drew going to prison on Zeke because Zeke was ready to defend his dumb ass. Drew was the one that chose to go to prison, so that's not a blemish on Zeke's record. But bring him back. Let him represent them and get them out of trouble so him and Jordan could, cuddle up. She could thank him properly. I think this would be a great way to bring Zeke back, to be honest with you. I think this would be great. Let him represent her. But yeah, I'm glad Anna stood her ground because why would they sit here and share information with you when you don't want to tell them nothing? Because apparently he talking about, oh, this case is bigger than just Curtis getting shot. Maybe it is. Maybe the case is bigger than just Curtis. But at the end of the day, I don't blame Anna and Jordan for wanting to look into it because, for one, Anna was shot at as well. She was there that night. She was shot at as well. And her friend and Jordan's ex-husband was shot. So they have a right to want to know what the hell, who did this and what the hell is going on. Why not work with them? Obviously, you're no close to solving this thing, Mr. FBI. So why not have two professionals who know what they're doing help you out? They got a better chance of helping you solve this than you yourself and your little crack team. Dumbass. I'm just saying, 2 heads, 3 heads, 4 heads, 5 heads is better than one. I'm just saying. So yeah, Jagger ass can go. Anyway, moving on from that. It was good to see Dante and Sam today. Sam looking all gorge as usual. And I love that she wears more colors than just black. I was feeling her in that little brown coat she had on. I love it. I said, okay, Sam looking cute. As always. The more I see Dante and Sonny talking and stuff like that, and how he was telling Sonny that, because Sonny admitted that he can't trust nobody right now. Like, he don't know who he could trust in his organization at this point. Because that shooting definitely was an inside job. That's why I felt like Sonny was stupid to go to the island. I don't think that was a smart thing. I think it was smarter to just stay at the penthouse. Because the penthouse, to me, is more of a controlled space. It's smaller. It's not many entry points. You know what I mean? Like, it's more controlled. Like, you got your guards outside. You can have guards on the roof if you want them. You know what I'm saying? Looking over at other buildings and stuff. It's more controlled than the island. The island is too open. It's too open space. It's too many vantage points. It's too many entries that you can get in. It's too much. It's not a controlled space. So I felt like that was a bad judgment call on his part, because I would have stayed my ass nestled up in that penthouse. I'm just saying, in the comforts. Um, but seeing Sonny and Dante together, I swear sometimes I wish Dante wasn't a cop. I mean, I like him as a cop, but I wish that he wasn't sometimes. Remember when they did that episode where Dante, it was like a dream episode or something like that? Like a special episode where he was playing a mob boss and stuff? I swear I think Dante would fit perfectly in the mob as Sonny's right hand man. Dante is smart. He's quick thinking, quick on his feet. Even when he was undercover in Sonny's organization, he was believable. He was believable. And I feel like he would still be believable now to take over for Sonny one day. I always wish he was in the mob. Damn. Because he's natural. I think Dante would be a natural as a new, mob boss taking over for Sonny one day. I think it would be a natural fit for him. He got the look, he got the attitude when he wanted. You know what I mean? Like, I think he could work out. But yeah, Sonny need to start looking into this and start, getting better people or something. But in that business though, it's kind of hard, because in that business you really can't trust not many people 100%, unless they're like day one people, that you kind of have known for 30 plus years or 40 years. Even those people sometimes could screw you over, so it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? Like, loyalty is a thing of the past, and even back then everybody wasn't loyal either. They was loyal to themselves or loyal to that dollar. you know so it's kind of hard being in that business. It really is, because you don't know who gonna put two in the back of your head one day. Like, you just never know. It could be your own mama one day. You don't know. So I get where Sonny coming from with that. It's hard to trust. But if he had Dante watching his back every day, you could trust him. I would take Dante over Dex. I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from that. I feel like Laura and Alexis can't blame themselves for Esme's actions, because at the end of the day, Esme is responsible for Esme. She's responsible for her own actions. I just feel like it wasn't a bright idea for Alexis or Laura to, try to look past Esme's actions and see the good in her. I felt like that's where they made that mistake. Trying to give people second chances and stuff. Because it's like, no. And I'm glad, Alexis realized that maybe it was, a bad idea for her to give that girl a job and stuff like that. I mean, it was. Not all leopards change their spots. I'm just saying, like, a leopard can't. People are who they are. They're a creature of habit. Esme is a creature of habit. She got two psychotic parents. She was always going to do some debauchery. That's just how she is. You know what I'm saying? That's like Nell. Many of people try to be nice to her and give her a second and third and fourth chance, and she bit every last one of them in the ass. So what you expect Esme to do? That's what they do. I love the obituary though that Alexis came up with for him. I loved it. I felt like it was unnecessary, because we all know he coming back. We all know that stuff. Cause I seen some people on social media bitching and complaining like, oh, she didn't mention Trina in the obituary. I mean, when people die, not everybody's girlfriend get mentioned in the obituary. I mean, it does happen, but not always. I didn't see a big deal out of it. I mean, dude ain't really dead, so he's coming back. Even though they think he's dead, it's like, come on now. It's Port Charles, We seen folk, if I don't see a body, I don't see a severed head, you coming back. Period. You're coming back. So I enjoyed that scene, because I felt bad for Alexis. I felt like the person that really gave off the emotion about Spencer was definitely Laura. Because, Spencer was her baby, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? Like, she was there for that boy. Pretty much raised him for years. For the last few years and stuff. She was really a constant presence in his life. So I know that really hit her. And I enjoyed her scenes with Nicholas and stuff like that. I really did. It was hard. It was heartbreaking. It was gut wrenching scenes. I felt like both actor and actress, knocked it out the fucking park. I'm glad Nicholas turned himself in. Even though he didn't want to and stuff, because he was gonna go on the run. But I'm glad Laura urged him to do the right thing and turn himself in. You want to know why? Because now with him turning himself in, Nicholas got money. He could get out these charges. You know what I'm saying? He could hire the best of the best attorney and fight this shit if he wanted to. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like once he does that and he gets these charges dropped, then he could be finally free to come back to Port Charles full time. Hopefully, and get Ava the fuck away from Sonny, because I don't want to see that. I'm just saying, I do not want to see no Sunny Ava romance. No, absolutely not. Nicholas, come reclaim your lady. I'm just saying. But I'm glad he did it because now the charges can get moved or whatever. He could face them. You know, he ain't got to keep being on the run because being on the run ain't it. I'm just saying. So anyway, moving on from that. Tracy is funny as shit. I love how when Scott called her, the name that popped up on that phone was Ambulance Chaser. I said, you know what? Tracy is a fucking fool, y'all. I love her. Listen, Tracy is my boo. I love me some Tracy Angelica Quartermain. I love her. Tracy the Quartermain. I freaking love her. Why she play that man like that? Ambulance Chaser. I fell out. I said, yo, Tracy is a whole fool. A fool and a half. I swear to God, she is funny as hell. Um, but that's what I love about her, because that's that old school. I love old school people because they do not bite their tongue about how they feel about people. They gonna tell you behind your back, to your face, to the side. They gonna let it be known how they fucking feel about your ass, and I love it. They don't bite their tongue. Um, I didn't really care for the scene between her and Gregory, him talking about Spencer. I didn't really care because Gregory didn't really know Spencer, so I felt like that scene was a little off because I'm like, why is he? I know he was relaying what happened or whatever, telling her, you know, about Alexis and how she feeling and stuff. I get that part, but he shouldn't really even be speaking on Spencer because you ain't know the boy. I seen little pictures and stuff from Spencer's memorial, and he was there. You know, Gregory was there, Finn was there. I'm like, I get that they're there as support for Alexis and stuff, but Gregory and Finn didn't need to be there. I'm just saying, y'all did not know the boy. I get support system and whatnot, but y'all didn't need to be there. Y'all could have supported from a distance. Um. Anyway, I understand that, you know, Tracy was definitely mind fucking Martin. Like, she was definitely manipulating him about Scott and Lucy. But a lot of what she said had merit. A lot of what she said had merit. Because I don't feel bad for Lucy. I didn't feel bad that Scott broke up. I mean, not Scott, Martin broke up with her. I don't blame Martin. Because everything he said was so freaking true. It's like, you can't be with somebody if you're always going to look over your shoulder and wonder if her and her ex are still knocking boots or she still got feelings for her ex. Like, that's no, I can't be with somebody like that if that's always going to creep into my mind. You know what I'm saying? It's like every time he sees her, she's looking over at Tracy and Scott, worried about what they're doing, you know, always huddled up with Scott, always, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's too much, especially when he trying to spend some time. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wants her undivided attention. She won't even give it to him. Won't even give it to him. You know? It's like Lucy did this all on her own. Like, I understand she tried to cook up a plan to get her company back, but she should have came up with another plan. Come up with another plan that don't involve you and your ex. Like, I'm just saying. I understand, like, her and Scott are still friends or whatever, which is cool, but they're too close to each other all the time. It's like y'all always around each other. That could make anybody uncomfortable. You know, so I totally get why Martin was uncomfortable. Lucy did this to herself at the end of the day. And it was so crazy of Scott to sit there and call Martin stupid. Oh, if he can't see the great woman that you are, then he's stupid. Sir, y'all sitting there kissing and stuff like that, all that's doing is proving Martin's fucking point. Like, they just proved this whole point. Every time Scott or Lucy feel lonely or they feel down about something, they always be up around each other. You know what I mean? Like, always around each other. So you're just bringing more truth to the point. You know what I'm saying? You're proving the point at this point. That's what you're doing. Kissing and stuff like that. I'm like, you know what? Y'all might as well go ahead and just be a couple again and make it work. You know? Because Scott tried to act like she not the problem in her relationship. Yes, she is. Lucy is definitely the problem. Why you think her and Kevin divorced? She was the problem. Her and Martin ain't together no more. She was the problem. She's the problem. Like, duh. Like, the hell you think? Like, come on. And Scott is the problem too, because he don't know how to back the hell off. You know, it's like, damn, the woman is in a relationship and he was still making a play for her. Talking about, oh, we could get together again. Oh, you could come with me and see Serena and stuff like that. I'm like, sir, go sit down. So I'm guessing Tracy gonna tell Martin the truth or whatever about what's going on and whatnot. But I just feel like, you know what, Martin probably, at this point, he need to move on from Lucy. He need to move on. Because once he find out that they kissing and whatnot, literally 5 minutes after he done broke up with her, that please, I wouldn't give her another chance after that because you couldn't even wait a day, or two, 3 weeks, a month. You literally started kissing this man or let him slob you down. Like, come on now. Um. So anyway, that was pretty much the whole episode. Hit the comment section. Let me know what you all thought, and I will see you all later. Have a great night. Peace.